1. I am a teacher. 2. He is tall and handsome. 3. We are going to the park. 4. I am tired. 5. He is my best friend. 6. We are happy together. 7. I am studying English. 8. He is an engineer. 9. We are learning to dance. 10. I am feeling sick. 11. He is wearing a blue shirt. 12. We are going on vacation. 13. I am from California. 14. He is on his way home. 15. We are going to the movies. 16. I am in love with you. 17. He is my brother. 18. We are going to have a party. 19. I am running late. 20. He is at work. 21. We are cooking dinner. 22. I am sleepy. 23. He is a good listener. 24. We are in the same class. 25. I am happy to see you. 26. He is playing basketball. 27. We are going for a walk. 28. I am a good singer. 29. He is a talented musician. 30. We are friends since childhood. 31. I am an artist. 32. He is a great cook. 33. We are going shopping. 34. I am afraid of spiders. 35. He is a fast runner. 36. We are meeting at the cafe. 37. I am looking for my keys. 38. He is a funny guy. 39. We are planning a trip. 40. I am a hard worker. 41. He is always late. 42. We are going to the beach. 43. I am good at math. 44. He is a good student. 45. We are friends forever. 1. I read a book every night before bed. 2. He writes poetry in his free time. 3. She speaks Spanish fluently. 4. I read a newspaper in the morning. 5. He writes articles for a magazine. 6. She speaks French with her friends. 7. I read a lot of mystery novels. 8. He writes in his journal every day. 9. She speaks English with a perfect accent. 10. I read a fascinating article on history. 11. He writes short stories as a hobby. 12. She speaks Mandarin and Cantonese. 13. I read a blog about travel adventures. 14. He writes scripts for a TV show. 15. She speaks Italian when she visits her family. 16. I read a graphic novel recently. 17. He writes music for a band. 18. She speaks Arabic at home. 19. I read a magazine about technology. 20. He writes speeches for politicians. 21. She speaks German fluently. 22. I read a thrilling crime novel. 23. He writes emails to his clients. 24. She speaks Japanese with her coworkers. 25. I read a biography about a famous scientist. 26. He writes a blog about cooking. 27. She speaks Portuguese with her relatives. 28. I read a cookbook for new recipes. 29. He writes essays for his college classes. 30. She speaks Russian as her first language. 31. I read a manual for my new camera. 32. He writes letters to his friends abroad. 33. She speaks Dutch with her neighbors. 34. I read a self-help book for motivation. 35. He writes reviews for movies he watches. 36. She speaks Korean with her cousins. 37. I read a textbook for my history class. 38. He writes a diary to keep track of his thoughts. 39. She speaks Swedish after living in Stockholm. 40. I read a novel set in the future. 41. He writes a novel in his spare time. 42. She speaks Greek because her parents are from Greece. 43. I read a magazine dedicated to cars. 44. He writes a blog about his travels. 45. She speaks Hindi as her mother tongue. 45 sentences with adore, ugly, why, beauty. 1. I adore spending time with my family. 2. She adores her little sister. 3. He adores his new car. 4. I adore the way you laugh. 5. I adore the taste of freshly baked cookies. 6. She adores the beautiful flowers in the garden. 7. He adores the sunset over the ocean. 8. I adore the sound of rain on the roof. 9. She adores her favorite book series. 10. He adores the way she plays the piano. 11. I adore the way you always make me smile. 12. She adores her grandmother's homemade pie. 13. He adores the way the city lights up at night. 14. I adore the feeling of sand between my toes. 15. She adores the way the leaves change color in the fall. 16. He adores the view of the mountains from his window. 17. I adore the way you always know what to say. 18. She adores the smell of fresh coffee in the morning. 19. He adores the way his dog greets him at the door. 20. I adore the feeling of a warm hug. 21. She adores the way the stars shine in the night sky. 22. He adores the taste of a ripe, juicy peach. 23. I adore the way you always believe in me. 24. She adores the sound of birds singing in the morning. 25. He adores the way the snow sparkles in the sunlight. 26. I adore the feeling of grass beneath my feet. 27. She adores the way her daughter's eyes light up when she's happy. 28. He adores the way his son always wants to help him. 29. I adore the way you never give up. 30. She adores the feeling of accomplishment after a hard day's work. 31. He adores the way his wife looks when she smiles. 32. I adore the way you always see the good in people. 33. She adores the way her husband makes her laugh. 34. He adores the way his children always come running when he gets home. 35. I adore the way you always listen to me. 36. She adores the way her cat curls up in her lap. 37. He adores the way the rain cleanses the earth. 38. I adore the way you make me feel loved. 39. She adores the way the ocean waves crash against the shore. 40. He adores the way the city comes alive at night. 41. I adore the way you always see the beauty in everything. 42. She adores the way her garden blooms in the spring. 43. He adores the way the wind whispers through the trees. 44. I adore the way you make every moment special. 45. She adores the way the world seems to slow down when she's with him. I buy. 1. I buy groceries every Sunday at the supermarket. 2. I buy new clothes for special occasions. 3. I buy books online from my favorite bookstore. 4. I buy fresh flowers to decorate my home. 5. I buy gifts for my friends on their birthdays. 6. I buy concert tickets to see my favorite bands. 7. I buy organic produce for healthier meals. 8. I buy a coffee on my way to work every morning. 9. I buy art supplies to fuel my creativity. 10. I buy household essentials like toilet paper and cleaning supplies. 11. I buy a new phone every few years when mine becomes outdated. 12. I buy movie tickets for date nights with my partner. 13. I buy skincare products to take care of my skin. 14. I buy a subscription to my favorite streaming service for entertainment. 15. I buy ingredients to bake homemade cookies. 16. I buy a magazine every month to keep up with current events. 17. I buy a new pair of running shoes for my daily jog. 18. I buy souvenirs when I travel to remember my trips. 19. I buy tickets to the theater for cultural experiences. 20. I buy a lottery ticket every week for a chance to win. 21. I buy a new mattress for better sleep quality. 22. I buy stationery to write letters to my friends. 23. I buy gadgets and electronics to stay connected. 24. I buy plants to brighten up my living space. 25. I buy a gym membership to stay fit and healthy. He visited. 1. He visited his parents over the weekend. 2. He visited the museum to see the new exhibit. 3. He visited his old neighborhood for a walk down memory lane. 4. He visited his grandparents in the countryside. 5. He visited the doctor for his annual checkup. 6. He visited his friend in the hospital. 7. He visited the beach for a day of relaxation. 8. He visited the zoo to see the animals. 9. He visited the library to borrow some books. 10. He visited the botanical garden to admire the flowers. 11. He visited the amusement park for a fun day out. 12. He visited the historical landmark to learn about its significance. 13. He visited the theme park with his family. 14. He visited the art gallery to appreciate the artwork. 15. He visited the aquarium to see the marine life. 16. He visited the national park to go hiking. 17. He visited the cathedral to attend a service. 18. He visited the city park for a picnic. 19. He visited the farmer's market to buy fresh produce. 20. He visited the shopping mall to do some shopping. 21. He visited the movie theater to watch a new release. 22. He visited the concert venue to see his favorite band perform. 23. He visited the tourist attraction to take photos. 24. He visited the nature reserve for birdwatching. 25. He visited the university campus for a tour. He rides to the park on his bike. He rides around the park on a wide road. Many people ride with him. It is a busy day at the park. There are many bike riders and skaters. There are many walkers and joggers. They are all on the same road. It is a busy road. She goes to the newsstand on the corner. She looks at the lottery sign. Powerball is now $99 million. She wants to win some money. She asks for 10 Powerball quick pick tickets. The vendor prints them out. She hands him $10. He hands her the tickets. He says good luck. She thanks him. Jennifer Smith is a firefighter. She is one of the first female firefighters. Jennifer works hard every day. Jennifer exercises every day. She lifts weights. She wants her muscles to be very strong. She saves people's lives every day. She is very strong. Jennifer is married. Her husband is a school teacher. Jennifer's husband is proud of her. Jennifer is a mother. I live in a house. My house is in a town. My uncle lives in an apartment building. His apartment building is in a busy city. My cousin lives in a dormitory in a school. He shares his room with a classmate. My uncle lives out in the country. He lives on a farm. The police caught a criminal. Now the criminal lives in prison. When I go to summer camp, I live in a tent. When my parents go on vacation, they live in a motel or a hotel. A motel only has 1 or 2 floors. A hotel usually has many floors. My aunt and uncle live in a trailer. They like to move around from place to place. My friends live in a cottage by a lake. My grandfather lives in a retirement home. Many people who are about the same age as he is live there. I would like to live in a palace. I think you have to be a king or a queen, or a prince or a princess to live in a palace. The school cafeteria has tables inside and outside. The outside tables have umbrellas to block the sun when it's hot. The cafeteria can hold about 600 people. It serves all kinds of food every day. The food is not very good, but it's cheap. You can have a meal for $3. Still, many students bring food from home. David wants to buy a new bike. New bikes are expensive. He asks his parents to buy him one. They tell him he has to earn it. David says he will clean the house. He scrubs the floors. He does laundry. He wipes the windows. He cleans the dishes. His parents give him $100. James goes to the bakery shop. There is a long line. He gets in the back of the line. It takes him 15 minutes to get to the front of the line. The shop assistant asks him what he wants. He points at the croissant. He pays for it. He eats it right away. Lisa is a vegetarian. She does not eat meat. She eats vegetables. She eats rice. She eats candy. She eats fruits. She does not eat chicken. She does not drink chicken soup. She does not eat fish. Lisa doesn't care if other people eat meat. She just doesn't think it tastes good.